Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. So Jesse Bam Rodriguez becomes a two-division belt holder. He beats Cristian Gonzalez, who was 15-1 coming in. He beats him for the WBO World Flyweight title, which was vacant. Bam, of course, moved down from Superfly. He actually jumped up two weight divisions to win that Superfly title, that WBC Superfly title, back in 2022 against Carlos Cuadras. He was a light flyweight. Then he made a couple of defences, looked very impressive against Sorungvasai, stopping him in 8 rounds. What a tremendous achievement. And then he looked, workmanlike, but not great against Israel Gonzalez, won a unanimous decision, wide. And so he's moved back down to flyweight, more suited to him. He's 23 years old now. And Cristian Gonzalez was expected to sort of hang around for a few rounds, but eventually Bam was going to catch up with him and stop him. That was the train of thought beforehand. Now, Gonzalez himself was only 23. He's only 23. He's from Mexico. But he doesn't really have that Mexican style because he's very tall for the weight. I don't know how tall he looked about 2 or 3 inches taller than Bam. And he uses that height and reach. He stands very upright and constantly moves. I mean, it really is the sort of antithesis of the traditional Mexican style. And he looks like he's there for the taking. He looks like a lot of the punches he's throwing are don't hurt me punches. Keep him off. Get away from me, that sort of thing. He's just got this extremely awkward style, and he won rounds. He won rounds because he's incredibly busy. He moves constantly, uses the whole perimeter of the ring, constantly flicking out jabs. He's an orthodox fighter. Bam is a southpaw. But to start with, the first 3 rounds, Gonzalez was looking pretty good. He was having to keep very busy just to keep Bam off him. And you thought, well, surely Bam's going to catch up with him. But the kid's 23 years old. They're both 23 years old. They're not going to be lacking in energy. Conditioning was good. But sure enough, rounds 4, 5, 6, Bam was gradually getting closer, just a little bit closer every round. In the 6th round, he was starting to hurt Gonzalez to the body. Some very good body work. Wasn't firing as many punches as you would like to have seen, but then it was difficult to get in range because he had this, sort of wasp buzzing around him, and which was like Gonzalez's jab was constantly moving, and Gonzalez was occasionally would clock Bam with a big right hand. Between rounds, 2 of the early rounds, the corner said to Bam, has this guy got any power? And Bam was like, I don't know, really, I'm not fussed. So, okay, if he's not got any power, you've got to get in close and really unload your heavy artillery. And Bam was finding it kind of difficult to do that consistently. When he got close, no doubt about it, who had the heavier hands. No doubt about it, who was winning the rounds. But the 6th round, Bam really did start to get close. And Gonzalez, for the first time, it looked like he might be not unraveling, but slowing down a bit. And then in the 7th round, Gonzalez had his best round. He boxed brilliantly. He was constantly moving throughout the whole fight. But he was letting his hands go, and not all the punches were landing. But for the first time, he seemed to be offensively sort of assertive, rather than the don't hit me punches. It was a case of, okay, I'm going to take this to you now. And that was really surprising in the 7th round, because Bam previously had his best round. Now suddenly Gonzalez has his best round. Well, after the fight, it was revealed by Bam that he'd busted his jaw in one of the middle rounds. And I wonder if that was the turning point. But fair play to Bam Rodriguez. I mean, he well, I was going to say gritted his teeth. He might have found it difficult to do with a busted jaw. But, he got stuck into Gonzalez and definitely kept the pressure on him. It wasn't easy. A lot of the middle rounds, I thought Gonzalez was holding his own. My card was eventually a 116, 112 card to Bam, which was the same as one of the judges. The other 2 judges had it wider, 117, 111 and 118, 110, I think it was. I thought it was a little unkind on Gonzalez, because he was kind of pinching rounds rather than, and outworking Bam, yeah, certainly, but there was no real meat on his punches. Whenever Bam got close, he was the one landing the heavy the heavy hands. But I did think that this was an interesting fight. The busted jaw obviously played a part, but this was an interesting fight because the person that Bam says he wants is Sonny Edwards. And Sonny Edwards is like a far more skillful, far more varied version of Cristian Gonzalez. So this was an interesting little dress rehearsal, if you like, for the Sonny Edwards fight. And the fact that Gonzalez, who had no real power about him, and he's got 15 wins, 5 KOs, lower level opposition, to put it mildly, never faced anyone even approaching Bam's stature. You put Sonny Edwards in there, this is going to be very difficult for Bam, I think. He's going to have to start a bit quicker and be more consistent and throw more punches against Edwards, because otherwise Edwards will just, I was about to say toy with him in some of the rounds. Yeah. Interesting that all these young, how old is Edwards now? I don't even know how old he is. Is he older than he looks? He looks like he's about 12, but certainly Bam and Gonzalez at 23, they've got their careers ahead of them. And Gonzalez can make a bit of a splash. I mean, his style is ugly. His style is awkward, but it's going to win him fights. Rodriguez, we know about, 2-division world champ now. And the kid proved with a busted jaw that he's got some fortitude. He's got some bottle. So I was impressed in that sense. There's the old saying, win now, especially if you're injured, look good later on. Credit to Bam. Yeah. But Sonny Edwards may be a different proposition. That'll be a very interesting fight. The Hunter or the Bull and the Matador, the old cliche. So what did you think about this fight? It headlined DAZN's card. It was a good card from DAZN. Again, DAZN are providing some good entertainment. It's not all domestic, it's not all UK. Definitely Eddie Hearn's let the UK market slide a little bit. But in terms of world boxing, putting on good quality cards, I think DAZN are still ahead of the pack in general, especially as they also have Golden Boy, who are providing some good entertainment as well. So what did you think of this fight? Clearly Bam won it. Where do you think he goes from here? The jaw is obviously going to keep him out for a while. But what do you think of the Sonny Edwards fight? Bam and Sonny Edwards. I think that's very, very good. I'm looking forward to that one. Let me know your thoughts. Leave your comments below, of course. I'll answer them. And subscribe if you're new. If you could do that, that'd be a big, big help to subscribe to the channel. And hit the like button on the video as well if you liked it. We want to build the channel up, and your support is always, always appreciated. So thanks a lot, and we'll speak again soon. Bye for now.